The Millennial Falcon. Oh no,
Millennial.
I get it. Okay, my turn. Thank you all. You're so good to me. They just, I'm awkward.
Yes.
I still have phone books. I like that you call him brother. I like Brother Bear and the Berenstain Bears, says Trevor. I do call my brother brother. He has the other nickname I can't say.
That is who he is, yes.
I'm so sorry, that was awful, says Tartooth. Yes, it was. And you should apologize for that. Alright. I'm using the restroom. Keep talking. You should be a stand-up comic, Kelly. You're natural, honest. Yes, I'm so natural I read from a book.
Fly alongside the reef, head due east.
I'm gonna get one more coffee.
Coffee.
Oh yeah, you might want to turn that to face you.
Yeah. Alright, east. This way. Oh, well, hey, like desert thing. I will walk up and punch this mosquito.
Alright. Did I say my bonus one? Yes. Okay.
That was easy.
I have to say how impressed I am with both of you. I presume Kelly stayed up all the time. How is Andrew feeling? Well, Sky Blue, I took 2 small naps. I am running on about 3.5 hours of sleep, so that's 3.5 hours more than my brother. And he is feeling
Very tired.
There you go. He is a tired unicorn.
I'm a tired unicorn.
He did really well, though. I think he only ran into a few walls, like, a few times, really in the dead of night.
Yeah, that same stretch, about, like, 4 to 8 a.m.
Yeah. And I took an hour and a half nap in there.
One. Yeah.
I slept from 5 to 6:30.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So, but we're doing well. We have an hour 45 left, so I mean, like, we got this.
We got this. The end is in sight.
It's so in sight. And if it weren't for you fine people donating, we would only have 45 minutes left. my ambitious brother.
But I think that extra hour is worth the extra $275.
I'm not gonna lie, it's great. It's
Yeah.
He's handling it well.
276.
Has paced himself well. He looks and is acting pretty much the same as when I signed off last night. Still think it's great that you were there supporting him, Kelly. Thank you, Sky Blue. I've had a fantastic time. This has been just amazeballs. I'm glad that you guys aren't thinking I'm super obnoxious, and if you are, you're keeping it to yourself, so thanks.
ship battles.
Ready. With my water.
How do you like that? Feel the power of my ship, the Blackbeard. I shall teach you to tremble in fear before the power of the Black Pirates. Gwahaha. Or just gahaha, but no what in there.
Yeah, they're missing the opportunity for a W. Amazeballs. Great. I love that word. Focus. Isn't drachma a currency?
If it's not, it's something really similar to that.
Oh, my sister the unicorn is back. An actual unicorn says, "How much sleep did you end up getting, Kelly? Apologies if I spelled your name incorrectly." No, my name looks great. There's too many L's in it. I only have one L, but really, it's totes fine. You guys can call me whatever the heck you want to call me. I think it's fun. And I got 2 short naps. One was 2 hours, one was an hour and a half. So I'm going on just under 4 hours of sleep. So there you go. Aww, Trevor McD is so sweet. He said I went to sleep and woke up this morning and immediately turned them on. This is entertaining and so nice.
Glad to hear it.
It is.
Fire. No, not that way. The other way. The bad guys. Suck
My
noodles.
finger itches. What the heck, finger? I'm gonna rub it on your couch.
We are doing bad.
As in poorly?
Yes, as in poorly.
Okay. So, do better.
Oh, that's pretty good strategy. Suck less.
I'm gonna want you to just suck a little less.
That's good, but let's try it again, this time without the suck. No one expects you to maneuver around to their backside.
Sky Blue says that it's very entertaining and we're a fun duo in different ways. I'm fun on this level. Question for Andrew.
Okay.
How do you determine which games you'll play and the order in which you'll play them during the marathon?
I just decide. I just kind of well, I did, starting in October, every Saturday I streamed a game for like an hour and a half or so as kind of a pre-show, a build-up, a lead-up to the main event. And basically, I just pulled a bunch of games off my shelf that I wanted to play or wanted to show off or thought were thematically appropriate. Like I did Deadly Creatures for the last Saturday, which was close to Halloween. And then I just decided which would make good. Oh hell! I won. Look at that. Your strategy worked.
Suck less.
Yes. I knew I wanted to play. It was pretty clear from the very beginning to me that I wanted to play Skies of Arcadia, and I think Rune Factory and Trauma Team I decided on shortly thereafter. And then after that, I just pulled a bunch of games that I wanted to play / wanted to show off, and just decided which weeks they'd go in. So it was fairly arbitrary. There was no science behind it. It was just, what do I feel like?
I also think, if I can just also add to that, because when you and I discussed what you were going to play, he does definitely think through, like, where he's going to be in the night of, you know, the first one, you have to pay a lot more attention. There's a lot more physically dexterous things that are demanding.
Yeah, Trauma Team I deliberately slotted first because that's one that you need a steady hand and you need control and real focused attention. So I slotted that one first. Then I did Rune Factory, which is kind of... it's a game that you get in a pattern. You know, you get up in the morning, you pick your crops, you plant new ones, you go talk to the people in town. It's something you don't really have to think about that much. And then this one is it's a turn-based RPG, so if I just zone out for a moment, it doesn't matter because this guy will sit here and rant at me until I hit the A button.
Yeah. Sky Blue asks, do you avoid Nintendo games due to their strict stance on copyright?
Nintendo first-party games, I mean. No. No. No, I don't. It's just, it's not even really a consideration for me. If it's a game I want to play and want to show off, I will. And if it's a game that, Nintendo doesn't block anything, they just try to monetize it. So it's not like I can't show the game. So,
yeah, that's true. I remember your moment with anime.
Well, that was a complete. That one I didn't even make public until 2 months later when I won the copyright claim.
Know.
Or, well, I didn't so much win it as Nintendo never pursued it. In fact, I don't think anyone human ever looked at it. It was just that Content ID automated thing.
You went through this timeline. Trevor
I
says,
just waited it out.
Yeah. Trevor says, I used to watch My Little Pony. I don't know, the last few episodes of season 3 were not that great. He's been meaning to get back into Doctor Who, though. And these ship battles are amazing, he says. I've never seen Doctor Who, not a single episode.
Yeah, neither have I. Stop that.
Oh man, that was
Stop that with the lame high five secret handshake thing. Yeah,
they
you
like
idiot.
to pound it out. That's their thing. Don't take away their thing. An actual unicorn says, for coming up on 24 hours, you look like you're holding up pretty well, Andrew.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm...
Well, since you always look a little down and disheveled.
Yeah. Well, Andrew, you always look like you're missing a day's worth of sleep, so, you know. But, yeah, we've got an hour and a half to go, and I'm what I call fat-headed. You get that weird, fuzzy feeling, like pressure from inside your skull when you're overtired, but I'm doing alright.
Sky Blue Rob says, to be fair, you have the coolest sister. Happy, a lot of fun, and takes interest in your gaming. Not to make her big-headed or anything.
Yeah.
No, I'm just pretty normal. But thank you. No, I'm not big-headed. I used to I've watched him play games since I would like ask to be like, I want to watch you play games. I've actually, not to get like personal, but my ex played a lot of games, and I would get angry knowing that they were being played without me. I'd be like, I wanted to see that level, what's wrong with you? I get very upset. But the problem is that all of the gentlemen in my life, from my brother to, others, that I would watch play video games, everyone I know is a night owl, except for me. And so, it's 9 p.m., and they're like, I'm gonna start a game, and I'm like, great, and 15 minutes in, I'll fall asleep. It's just who I am. I can't, and they're not gonna wait for me to beat, something like Mass Effect, which is a really long game.
It's like, yeah, we're gonna beat Skyrim 15-minute sessions at a time.
Yeah. So, but I love them. I find them. I would love to play them. I don't have the skill. I'm one of those people who, like, I don't know how old anyone is here, but the side-scrolling Mario games, like, I jump like this. I'm like, get over there, because it helps. But, yeah.
Oh, you're fine at stuff that doesn't take really any dexterous control, like Animal Crossing.
I'm great when it doesn't take any skill. I succeed.
You and Mom are the most hardcore Animal Crossing players I've ever seen.
Oh, See, I could do this 24-hour marathon on only Animal Crossing.
Oh, sure.
Because I think I've done them.
I'd fall asleep from boredom.
Oh my god.
I don't like Animal Crossing.
I love it.
It does what it does well, but it's just not for me. Oh, nice tip up there, Vice.
Trevor says his sister used to do that with the jumping. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or when you try to look into the corner, like, to see what's coming.
Like,
you're like,
when you play the 3D Mario games,
you try to peek around a corner that, like, you really can't. But no, that was...
Like, you could see kind of behind the edge of the screen, maybe.
Yeah.
I could step up your game, kiddo. Scorpifly, I think is what that's called. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's a flying scorpion.
Yeah. I'm cocky. Is it Sunday?
Yes.
Really the only problem with these marathons is you lose your entire weekend. I gotta go to work in the morning.
Right, and I have to drive back.
Yeah. Sad eye.
Yeah. Still worth it though.
Sir, where are we going? We just keep
Sky
going this
Blue
way?
says, great story about the games. I need to find a girl like that. My gaming has been an issue for me when it comes to dating. Not that I'm all that fussed about it, but that would be cool. Trevor says, moving the controller. I did it too when I first started, then it became mandatory with Wii games. See, that's...
With the remotes, yeah.
I like, what's the Wii game that Bloom Blocks?
Boom Blocks.
Bloom Blocks.
Boom Blocks.
There's no L in the first one?
Yes. Boom. As in kaboom. Boom Blocks.
Boom Blocks.
Yep.
Where you throw, like, pigs and stuff?
Well, there's, like, pigs and penguins and other stuff, like there's a bunch of Jenga towers with little characters standing on top of you. You check bowling balls at the thing and try to knock them up.
There was I think it was like a Wii Sports, because I played that, and then I played the Donkey Kong, the ball, when they're in the ball, and then the ball opens up and it soars, and it tries to hit the pad.
Monkey Target from Super Monkey Ball.
Super Monkey Ball. Yeah. I liked that one. Yeah, I liked those games.
We played some of the asynchronous Nintendo Land games too. The Mario Chase and
we
the
played.
Animal Crossing.
What's the one that you and I played with the Luigi and the light and the ghosts?
What is that called? It's in Nintendo Land. I forget what the name of that particular game is though.
I don't know, but we were hunting ghosts, or we were trying.
Yeah, it's the Luigi's Mansion minigame in Nintendo Land. But
we've played games together since we were little. We would play the fighting games, and I kicked Brother's butt because Brother would get the Nintendo Power magazines or any of those magazines, and he would read all of the combination clues, and he'd be like, alright, if I go forward, AB, then my person's going to do this move. So he was busy doing the moves, and I just held the forward button and did this.
Yeah, she's a button masher. You just can't win against a button masher.
Sky Blue Rob says, will you sleep directly after this, Andrew?
Pretty much, yeah. Probably within an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to wind down a bit. So immediately after the stream, I have several personal thank yous to email to people who donated during the stream, and I didn't have time to actually email them while I was streaming. So I'll do that. A couple other I have a few things to tear down. Like I've got all the chairs out here, and I've got cords going to the microphone, and I have this setup that I'll tear down, and then Kelly and I will probably make a plan as to what it's small lunch, and then like a sleep plan, and then what we want to do this evening, and
yeah, I need to find out when I'm seeing person, but yeah.
Yeah, so
We'll see what we're
but we'll probably nap between 1 and 2 hours after the end of the stream. And I probably won't sleep too long, probably 4 to 5 hours. Because, I mean, if I sleep a full 8, then I'm going to be up till 5 in the morning, and I got to get up and go to work.
Absolutely. Power nap, babe.
Yeah.
So, Trevor says, Boom Blocks was good. It's the reason why I never played Angry Birds when it came out a few years later. I've never played Angry Birds either.
Yeah.
Never. I kind of... Okay, let me read the rest on. I was like, I already played this game, and it was in 3D with motion controls. I already played a better version of this game. Yep, I guess that's probably exactly my thing, because I never played... Although, guys, yes, I play Pokemon Go. I love my Pokemon Go, and sitting here over the last 24 hours and not playing has been very hard. And I went to Magic Mountain on Friday, and I never brought my phone out, and it was hard. I wanted to play Pokemon in Magic Mountain. Not Magic Mountain, I didn't go to Magic Mountain.
You said you wanted to go for a Pokemon walk and also shake off some of the muscle fatigue.
Yeah.
So there's a good loop we can walk with a hill at the end that you can Pokemon Go while you're going your Pokemon.
I will Pokemon my Pokemons out. Okay, Tim McGraw says, Kelly, give us a word that best describes your first in-person marathon experience. Give us a word?
We've actually had a lot of questions tonight. Describe in one word your brother or your sister or this marathon. It's an interesting question. That's a question that a lot of people like to ask. And I don't blame them. It's actually an interesting question, an interesting challenge for the person being asked.
Yeah, Tim, I'm going to have to think about that one. Because, I mean, I don't want to just say, like, entertaining or exciting. It's,
Rain of Swords!
I would, like, honestly, for me, like, I have so many good things to say about this experience, but intricate is, it's really quite amazing to me what, Brother's able to do. Like, y'all don't get to see the full setup, but, like, there's a mic and there's a camera, which I still haven't... Oh, is that the camera?
It's the thing clipped to the top right of the monitor.
The thing that looks like a pedometer?
Kind of, yeah.
But, like, it's just, he's making sure that things are synced. And last night we did level testing and this, and for something that is so fun and for something that is so, just like, I'm playing video, just the things that have to go into it, it's quite
it's
amazing
true.
to me.
A lot of people most people who don't stream or make or produce YouTube videos, things like that, you kind of fall into the assumption that, you sit down in front of a camera, you play a video game, boom, bam, bing, you're done.
Yeah,
right. And it's so not that. It's actually really technical and complicated.
So yeah, I find that to be pretty interesting. Okay, we got a long, okay. Sky Blue says, I used to play on the Sega Saturn with one of my exes. It was a while ago. It was an Olympic running game, and she figured out that if she stopped running in front of a previous runner, the runner nudged her along without using energy.
Oh,
I got
nice.
Reasonably annoyed with her for cheating, and we never played it again.
That's a great story.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's wonderful.
Well, it reminds me, if anyone's old enough to remember the Power Pad for the NES, which was this little, if you've seen DDR, you understand the idea of there's a controller on the floor that you stomp on, right? There was a thing similar to that, which was basically a little tarp that you rolled out on the ground, and then if you stepped in certain quadrants, it would recognize that you're stepping there. And Nintendo built a couple games, like a track and field game. So you're supposed to get on the, sucker and, do that, but that's tiresome. So a lot of people figured out that it's a lot easier just to get down on your hands and knees and just drum on the thing.
That's funny.
It's like, I can run so fast!
I'm running at an incredible speed!
Yep.
I kind of feel the same way about Pokemon Go, says Trevor McD. I played the Denpa Men. Have you heard of this, brother?
The what?
DENPA-MEN, 2 words. Denpa Men on 3DS eShop, where you can capture characters floating around in front of your 3DS camera while radio signals can be found.
Yeah, I know. I think I've heard the name.
I'm not, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure it looked a little silly doing this while at the state fair. Now everyone, years later, is doing the Pokemon Go, and I'm like, I already did this a few years ago. So, yeah. Oh, the Power Pad. I wanted one of those as a kid. I totally remember. I'm an 80s child, says Trevor. I added the word child. He just said, I'm an 80s. I don't think he means year-old.
Oh, we've got some moonfish, so let's take a... I knew that was going to happen.
Just when you think you're safe.
See, the problem, which, because I'm holding a controller, I had a double quotes on the right and a single quote on the left, but the problem with these types of games is they are very hard to stop because there's always just, okay, I'm just going to go back to Sailor's Island and save my game, right? And then you're like, okay, heading back there, getting a fight. Okay, oh crap, there's Blackbeard the Horrible. Let me just get him because I have the wanted list. Okay, back to Sailor's. I'm just going to save there. Oh, hey, there's the dock. I've got some moonfish. Let me drop off the moonfish. Oh, that opened up a quest. Well, okay, let me just go do that real quick. It's that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Especially if you're for a certain type of player, which I am at least.
Sky Blue has asked if anyone owned the Power Glove.
I didn't own it, but I knew a couple people who did. If you remember the Padres out by Pam Pearl's, Austin,
Podrats.
I think. Podrats, sorry. Was his name Austin?
Austin and Forrest.
Forrest, yeah. He had a Power Glove, and I know he did. I'm trying to remember if Shane had one. Maybe he didn't, but I know Austin had one. So I did play with it, and it didn't work. Well, I mean, it does some things which are kind of neat, but you just don't want to play any games with it, really.
I don't think I recall it at all. I don't recall it at all. To tell you the truth.
Alright, let's feed the little critter. Feed the bird a moonfish.
I want it to grow and get that hat egg off of its head. Huh?
That's what she said. That's also...
Yep, nope. And actual unicorns only ever seen videos of the Power Glove. We'll have to look that up. I really don't remember it.
It coughed up something. Oh, it's a hairball.
Not a feather ball?
Yeah, as a token of my... You can keep whatever that bird spits up, okay? Golly. Thank you. Rislam crystal. I'm guessing that's a resurrection crystal. And let's feed him another moonfish. Warrior's Rune. Alright, let's see what that is. Hey, she looks happy. Overjoyed, in fact. Quite possibly possessed.
I will go with the latter.
Look into my deep soul's eyes.
It hasn't grown at all.
Oh, well, she was holding it at first. It's bigger. Oh, I see teeth. Whoa! It speaks.
Your people are talking about the only people who own the thing, the Power Glove, were rich kids who thought they looked cool, but...
I love the Power Glove.
And then in 10 years,
It's
the
so
current
bad.
VR headsets will probably look stupid too.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts on VR? Andrew, question mark, asks Sky Blue.
We actually talked about this at length on one of the more recent episodes of Molehill Mountain. But to... Hell, we got an hour and 20 minutes. Basically, I get the sense that it's still going to be a fairly niche market. I don't think it's cheap or user-friendly enough to be truly mainstream. I don't think it's going to outright fail, like not to the extent that 3D TVs really did. But I don't think they're going to become like the de facto standard for home console entertainment. I think they're going to be a novelty. I think they're going to do okay. I think the technology is actually at the place where it's fun to play, or can be. I don't think it's cheap or easy enough for the average consumer yet. So, I think it's going to be another generation before, another technology generation at least, before it really penetrates mass market. Those are just my thoughts. I mean, I could be completely wrong about that.
An actual unicorn thought the black eyes were really creepy.
Oh, the little girl.
Tim says, last question, Andrew, if someone would donate $1,000 to Rady's if you played the original Pong for 24 hours, would you do it?
Yes. I'd probably have to emulate that because I don't have an original Pong console. Even if I did, that would be almost impossible to actually, one, display on this TV, and two, actually stream onto the internet. So I would have to play like a PC emulation of the game.
Or we could just play ping pong.
Or we could just play ping pong. But yeah, sure.
Sky Blue, I agree with your thoughts. I tried the PSVR in my local game store. It was very good. I think I'll wait until the second version of the Vive, higher resolution and better design.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, the Vive is $800, and you also need a fairly beefy PC rig to run it. It's also the one that requires the most crap in your living room or entertainment room or wherever you have it set up. It's the one that has the two different sensors that you have to set up next to you. So it requires a fair amount of space. Most people, their PC... My PC is here in my living room, so it's not a big deal for me. The $800 is. But most people have their PC in a bedroom or an office or a typically smaller space. So that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about when I say it's cumbersome for most of the mainstream.
Trevor says, I do love racing Mario Kart with the wheel. When I drift in and out of curves, it actually feels like driving.
With the Wii wheel?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I'm not paying attention.
I liked pole position.
Pole position.
I love pole position, yeah. Trevor said, I would like to try VR. I heard the Batman game is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, Sky Blue says, Andrew's right, parentheses, usually is, end sentence. The crap is what puts me off a bit, to be honest.
Yeah. I think Nintendo really... here's the interesting thing. Nintendo came out with the 3DS in, 2011 or... Well, no, it was earlier, 2010 or something. And it was, oh my gosh, glasses-free 3D. You just stare at the screen and it's 3D. There's a little bit of ghosting. You have to stare at it exactly right and at a proper distance and hold it still, but it is pretty cool.
It wouldn't be good for like a person like me to watch because I wouldn't be able to see it from my angle.
It's
Question mark?
Yeah, the original 3DS is it's not easy to watch 3D over someone's shoulder because you have to be in the sweet spot to really... so if I'm looking at the sweet spot, anyone looking from the side is just going to see kind of a double image kind of thing. But consoles are difficult shared experiences anyway. So.
Handhelds are difficult.
I'm sorry, handhelds, yes.
Yes.
I'm lost. Where are we in the story? I think we've got our ticket.
Oh, we just gave the little girl back to her dad.
Yeah. Well, she was already there. But is this the bar or the... I think I want to go tell him I killed Blackbeard or whoever.
Good,
Hello. Stop reading your book. Dude.
Sky Blue says the new 3DS sorted the 3D issue out, but a bit too late. By then, most had turned off the 3D.
It's also severe battery drain. But yeah, the new 3DS actually does a thing where it has kind of an eye tracking bit.
Yeah, Trevor says the new 3DS is better for multiple eyes.
Yeah.
So they say.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, yeah, I think most people by that point had just turned the 3D off because it's like, it's neat, but it doesn't really... There are very few games that really use 3D in a way that changes how you experience the game. You know, it's kind of like the gamepad. It's nice. It's a convenience in a lot of ways to have a map or inventory in your lap, but it all works just fine. I mean, even the game that makes the most involved use of the gamepad as part of the gameplay is Zombie U, I would say. And that game was ported fairly successfully to the other consoles, which don't have a gamepad. And it's not quite the same experience, but I wouldn't say it's really truly a lesser experience. At least not significantly so.
Yeah.
I certainly prefer the way it plays on the Wii U, but yeah.
Well, I prefer being able to, enjoy and watch.
Yeah.
Sky Blue says the head tracking works. I have one. It's much better. Parentheses and a better battery. Should have been in the first version. I actually leave 3D turned on now. Because an actual Unicorn Love says she loves her 3DS, but she has the 3D on. Oh. Is that a new guy?
No, it just colors in because I got him. So, legendary Larso clan, former leader recently passed away. Whatever, okay.
Trevor, I got a Majora's Mask Edition 3DS. I still use 3D for 3D games. I still like it. I might be one of the last ones. Oh, that reminds me, Dragon Quest 8 is coming out in January, period.
Have the Dragon Quest 8 on PlayStation 2. Well, Mom has the PlayStation 2 and Dragon Quest 8. But we played it there. I mean, it's certainly easier to share the game. You know, Mom and I like playing Dragon Quest games together, and it's a hell of a lot easier doing a console than it is on pardon, handheld. Also, I just really don't want to play that kind of a game on a handheld. Alright, so we're going north. Small island north, can't miss it.
Jessica in 3D.
Would that be it?
I don't know what that means. Is there a Majora's Mask character named Jessica?
I don't know.
Did Andrew say Mom and I played Dragon Quest together? ? Yes, that's exactly what he said.
Mom and I have been playing Dragon Quest games together since Dragon Warrior, which is what the English title of the Western title was, back in the 80s, starting with Dragon Warrior 1. And then we played Dragon Warrior 2 and 3 and 4, and then it went PlayStation exclusive, so we didn't get to play any of them anymore. And then years later, I got a PS2 for work, and bought an old copy of Dragon Quest 8, and because 7 was on the, I think 5, 6, and... Actually, I think at the time 5 and 6 never actually came out here. 7 was PlayStation, which I didn't have, and 8 was PS2, which I bought, so...
Yes, Sky Blue, Jessica and Dragon Quest, that's fine. No, Sky Blue.
Oh, Jessica's a Dragon Quest
Yeah,
8
no,
character.
no.
Yeah, not Majora's Mask.
He said it sounded like Mum. I exclusively call our mother Mum, M-U-M. The only other thing I recall her is woman, and that's when I'm making a point. I say, damn it, woman. But her name is Mum. Andrew calls her one or the other, depending on if he's near me and has heard it enough times or not. So, M-U-M, yes, she's our mum. Blimey, that's great. My mom likes Mario Chase, and that's about it.
I say mom, but...
You say mom more often than not, but I wrote on the
But
thing,
you wrote
mum
on
so
the
you are,
list, so
because
that's what
all
I'm
I
reading.
ever call her.
Yeah.
Is mum. I've only ever, well, not only, I started it when I was like 9 or something.
No, they
I was
caught us.
super young when I called her mum.
There's a light. The phrase
Did you watch the? No, you don't have television. Never mind.
The new one?
Yeah.
No.
It's
Is it any good? I've
is.
heard a lot of mixed things about
Well,
it.
there's a lot I can say about it. There's a lot I can say about it. We'll talk about it. I didn't dislike it. I didn't like it. Laverne Cox was great. The dude who played Brad was great. Magenta, who is my favorite, was awful. I mean, I can't even describe the awful. That was Magenta. Couldn't act, couldn't sing. She didn't get the crazy. She was just like, oh, it's my turn because I've been completely emotionless up until in my, my moment. So, yeah. One day I'll be Magenta for Halloween. I have the hair to do it. I just need to make it like, I can either be a lion or Magenta. I'll be Simba.
The backside of the door? You mean the door that's pointed towards the Imperial City? Huh. That's one way out.
I love a challenge.
No one's ever escaped because I've never tried. All you have to do is not suck.
Don't get dead.
Yeah.
Trevor says, oh, he's on this guy, but he said he's tried over and over again. He's loved the game. There's only a few times. Ninja Gaiden and started dancing to the insanely catchy music. Ninja Gaiden?
Be Gaiden. Your admirals have assembled as you have commanded, Mr. Shoulder Pads. Or he's... I like your theories.
I think he just,
Oh my god, Mysterio's at the table. Actually, it looks like Dr. Octopus in Mysterio's helmet. Admirals of the Value Armada, let me first offer my gratitude to each of you for assembling on such short notice. Let it be known that we have successfully captured a citizen of the Silver Civilization, as Empress Theodora requested. What? How?
Because we are amazeballs, that's how.
So, finally captured one. Who accomplished this? Of course, I was the one to find her first, then I lost her and blamed it on some other dude that I chucked off my ship, so...
That was hours ago. Holy Hannah.
Yeah. But I was betrayed by my own vice captain, and she was taken from me. Oh. I'm sure Empress Theodora is very pleased that she was recovered. Now, if we can persuade her to give us the information we need, it would be worth all the effort we spent tracking her down.
But she only speaks in ellipses, guys. You're not going to get much from her.
You said that the citizen of the Silver Civilization that you found was a woman? Now that's something worth getting excited over.
Sky Blue, brother, does Andrew prefer fully voiced games or games where you have to read the dialogue? Like this one. Probably doesn't care, but interested to know.
Yeah, I honestly don't care. If the voice acting is painfully bad, like, what comes to mind is one of the Tales games, I forget which one, Tales of Fantasia or something. That voice acting is so atrocious. Well, it's the English voice acting, which I haven't heard the Japanese voice acting. But, yeah, I mean, if the acting and voices are terrible, I would just assume they shut up. Because I have no problem with mostly silent games like this. I'm totally fine with that. But then again, I grew up with there were no voices in video games, so it's not something that bothered me. If you're young and grew up where the standard is fully voiced video games, I can understand that this would be a little off-putting. It's like, why is no one talking?
Right. This is like that scene from Final Fantasy VII in that Shinra boardroom. Whoops. Freudian.
Hello?
Trevor says that.
It was interesting. I always call Final Fantasy VII overrated, and I don't mean that as in the game sucks. I mean, it's just not the best game ever. I think it's good. I've always felt that it was praised a bit too highly. And I had someone come back who says, it's not overrated, it's overhated. And I like the way that flows, but I'm sure they exist, but I've never heard anyone say they hate Final Fantasy VII. I've never really even heard anyone say a truly unkind word about the game, so thought it was an odd comment. But he has a smiley face on the top of his glass helmet thing. Soon. But then they've remade Final Fantasy VII, and that'll be released in next year or something. I don't know. And I'm sure some people will be irritated that it's different, and some people will be irritated that it's the same. As long as it's good, I don't care. Oh, snap! Ixataka? Where's that? What about me?
It's no wonder Vigora likes the ladies. Maybe that's where they came up with the name Viagra. The similarity can't just be a coincidence, surely.
I use the Viagra brand hair gel.
It sticks straight up.
Okay, let's get through this cutscene here and thank people.
Some thank yous. Awesome.
Our armada is invincible, except the ones Alfonso runs. Spoilers, I'm going to beat every single one of you. Yes, Lord Galcian.
Seven is not the best, but still good. Dragon Quest 8 lured me away, says Trevor.
I'm pretty partial to 4 in the Dragon Quest series. I hear 5, a lot of people say 5 is the best. I haven't played that one. And they did bring 5 and 6 and soon 7 to the handheld. But I played 9 on the handheld, and I learned I really don't like playing these games on handheld, so... Eternal darkness.
Oh gosh, that is a horrible smell.
I don't care.
Right? He's like,
This ain't my fight. I never even met your old man or any of the other people.
Uh-huh.
The end. Was there one? Yeah, whatever, kids. Bye. Okay.
Trevor says DQ5 is incredible, but yeah, you want a DQ8 on his TV and HD too.
Yeah. 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 Whoop, whoop, whoop. Stretching. Gotta stretch. Oh, the stretching. Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna do it while you do your thing, and then I'll entertain, and then we'll play the last little bit.
Home stretch, lovely people.
I know.
Okay. So, we are in the final hour of the Extra Life charity marathon supporting the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. I am playing for the Rady Children's Hospital here in San Diego. And you don't have to get your donations in within the next hour. You can donate any time of the year. This thing is open all the time. So if you don't have money now and you really want to make donation, don't fret. You can donate at any time. So, but we still have an hour to go, and we still have fun donation incentives. $10 will get you, I'll read your name, and we've only got one more of these, and plug you something. $25, and you can submit a question for Q and Andrew. $50, and I'll do a Hatsune Miku video review. And $100, I will make a video in which I declare my undying love for you. So, if you're so inclined, check those out. extralife.org/participant/Andrew Eisen. So, let's thank our donors. Thank you, James Jakeman. Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you, Mum and Tim. Thank you, Gloria Nunley. Thank you, Hani Gohari. Thank you, Cheryl Still. Thank you, Anonymous the Third. Thank you, Anonymous the Fourth. Thank you, Joe Olson. Thank you, Diane Williamson. Thank you, Gary Markowski. Thank you, Jim Carr. Thank you, Anonymous the Fifth. Thank you, Anonymous the Sixth. Thank you, Rob Lord. Thank you, Danny Rules. Thank you, Yamcha111. Thank you, Shadow132. Thank you, Andrew Kowski. Got a couple plugs. Thank you, Michael Koretsky. And check out the Kunkel Awards, which recognizes excellence in video game journalism. You can check that out at spj.org/kunkel.asp. Thank you to Barry Eisen. If you have a motorcycle or automobile or freight that needs shipping somewhere, go to moverquest.com. Thank you, Marino Mangold. Check out his YouTube channel at Nunchafield Entertainment. Video game news, reviews, and gameplay. Thank you, Trevor Teagues. You can watch him play PS4 and sometimes PC games on his Twitch channel, twitch.tv/madtowngames. And thank you, Andrew Chalmers, which for some reason I'm dyslexic on and have to really stare at. Andrew Chalmers. He's making a video game, a 2D game for mobile devices, and it's called Anahara. So keep your eye out for that. We have raised $775 for Rady Children's Hospital. That is by far a record for my part of these fundraisers. So thank you everyone very, 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 very much. You're all awesome. Thank you for donating. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing the stream on social media and all that cool stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's so good.
I'm going to take a final bathroom break.
I don't know why I'm singing your... So, alone again, my friends. Just the way I like it. That's right. Now I need to start my own channel. No, I don't. What would I talk about? I would just talk about funny things. Wow, you hit your goal. Congrats, says Andrew Chalmers. Yes, we did, and then some. And my brother sang. So all of those incentives that y'all were given for, and of course my personal favorite was the blindfolded Andrew and Kelly using her words to direct him in beating a level. And if you missed it, I know that brother is going to make a YouTube video out of that moment because it was just hilarious.